Howdy there guys, welcome back to Edgar TV, the World Grand Prix. The next big ranking event is coming up starting the 7th of October. And every time a big ranking event comes round, there's a lot of people that are happy about it, but some people that are not. Those people that are defending money. Remember, defending prize money is what you won 2 years ago, you'll defend at this year's event. This list of players was in this event 2 years ago, but are not in it this year. So regardless of the run they had in the event, all that money is coming off the prize money, and they don't have an opportunity to defend it. Some people went out early 2 years ago, who are really banging form players now, who you expect are going to go on and have deeper runs. I'll let you know who they are in a future video. Some people wasn't even in the event 2 years ago, which means everything they win goes on their ranking with nothing coming off. I'll let you know who they are in that future video. So make sure you're subscribed, and that video will be coming soon. But today, we're looking at players who can't defend the prize money first, and then we're going to look at those that have big money to defend on the rankings and how it affects those individuals. The first player is Madz Rasma. A couple of years ago, he reached a quarter-final of the double start, double finish tournament, beating Ryan Searle in round 1, beating Darryl Gurney, but losing out to Gerwyn Price in the quarter-final stage. £25,000 for reaching the quarter-finals for Madz Rasma, which will see him guaranteed to drop down at least 5 places in the world rankings. That will see him go from number 38 down to 43. Martin Lukan's probably been as focused as he looks in this photo in regards to getting into the World Grand Prix. Beating James Wade and Ross Smith a couple of years ago, having his best run on TV to reach the quarterfinals stage. 25 grand for him when he lost out to the eventual runner-up Nathan Aspinall. That will see Martin Lukan drop 4 places guaranteed in the rankings. He will go down from number 40 to number 44. Now, it is key to remember these ranking moves and changes I'm telling you about are only estimates, because the event's still to go. There's people in the event that could do better, that could excel, so they could drop even further in the rankings. This is just the guarantees for which they're going to lose at this event. Second round, we lose money for Adrian Lewis, who continues to drop money off all year round. He'll have £7,500 soon, which is a first round defeat at the World Championship. We know he's not going to be playing. We know he's relinquishing his tour card. We're going to see him on the Super Series next year. He loses 15 grand off his rankings as he continues to drop away. He beat Jose de Souza in round 1 before losing out to Chris Dobey, but it just goes to show that how far he's fallen in a couple of years, because he averaged very high in that game with Jose, well into the 90s, and lost to Dobey in a decent game. And that was, at the time, considered a bit of a surprise, maybe not so these days. Christopher Tyski, a rare player to see missing in big TV events, and maybe now we're going to just see him drop down. He's dropping now towards the bottom end of the top 32. There's no danger of him going out of there at the moment, but he lost out to Peter Wright a couple of years ago in round 2, so £15,000 coming off the order of merit for Christopher Tyski. As I say, I don't see any danger at the moment of him coming out the top 32. He's certainly picking up enough prize money as well to suggest that he's sustainable as a top 32 player, but maybe the days of challenging the top 16 may be done for Christopher Tyski unless he can get a deep run at one of the big events, and on current form, it's hard to see. Big list of players losing £7,500. That's a first round defeat. Let's go through these one by one and pick them out in regards to the different stories that they present. Gabriel Clements, he's defending £100,000 at the back end of the year for the World Championships. He's losing 7.5 here. He'll be in the Worlds. He'll be in the World starting on 15, so although he's losing 100, he's got 15 guaranteed, so he's only defending 85,000 at the Worlds. But he's defending a lot of money at the back end of the year. Clements is in danger of dropping out of the top 32. So one to keep an eye on here at the back end of the year. Andrew Gilding is the highest ranked player not in this event. He's the world number 20. Kim Hybrex, Callum Ridds now outside the top 32. Devon Divenbode looks okay in the top 32 at the moment, but big blow here not being in this event, but he's playing much better. So I think he'll be back to being in the majors again very, very soon. But a big blow for him. Brendan Dolan, interesting case. Now, he's not in the event, but he's only defending £31,000 at the back end of the year, of which he's guaranteed to defend £18,000 without even winning a single game. And then when you look at the other opportunities he's got, Grand Slam qualifier as well, a couple of Pro Tours still to go, Euro, there's lots of opportunities for Brendan Dolan. So I actually think Brendan Dolan's going to improve his position at the back end of this year. So although he's down towards the bottom end of the top 32, I think he's going to be solid in there. Jose de Sousa, someone I've mentioned on many occasions. I believe he loses his tour card next year. I genuinely do. He's dropped out of the top 32. He's moved another 3 places down. And he's defending 29% of his prize money at the back end of this year. And he's struggling with form. He's not getting many wins at all, is he, at the moment? I think de Sousa's in big, big trouble. I think next year we're going to talk about him the same way this year we've talked about the likes of Simon Whitlock, where we look and go, right, he's on that verge here where he's clinging on. It's going to be in big trouble, and big chunks of prize money like this coming off, that's £7,500. If he wants to cover that on the Pro Tour, he's going to need to be reaching the final. Just to put into perspective here of what a big blow this will be for the rankings of de Sousa. Not only that, but people above him are going to be picking up money. People below him are picking up money. He is a man in big trouble, I think, in regards to that card. In regards to top 32 players, though, 5 players in the world's top 32 will not be in the 32-player lineup for the Grand Prix. So we've captured 27 of the world's top 32 via the criteria for the Grand Prix. These are your players that are defending big. Michael van Gerwen, the champion from 2 years ago. He's not the defending champion, but he's the defending champion of prize money. And if you look at the players here, you could put question marks over the form of all of these, where they could lose sizable chunks of prize money. Michael van Gerwen, £120,000. Is he going to win it? He's probably not even one of the fancied runners at the moment when we look at the form lines of people like Humphries and Littler, etc. Nathan Aspinall, he's playing well again, but he's still got that question mark for me, just how he handles the big stage experience when he's not 100%. But he's done very well on the Euro Tours. He's putting 100 averages in on the Pro Tours again. I think he'll do well, but 60,000 is a lot to defend. Peter Wright, we never know what Peter Wright we're going to get. He's won a European Tour. He's gone out of the Pro Tour first round. Who knows? Gerwyn Price, missing big moments. Questionable in terms of the desire and the hunger. Has already spoke about the possibility of retirement on the horizon. So question marks over Gerwyn Price as well. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys don't make the semi. If we get one of these in the semis, I think it's done quite well. So question marks galore there, which means we're going to see some changes in the rankings, because there's big prize money available here that people haven't picked up from previous years, who will now, and there's big swings. So, if one of those top players win the World Grand Prix, and Michael van Gerwen goes out early, for example, we're looking at a £200,000 swing in the rankings. So we're going to see gaps start to close up. There's not really any big significant drop at the very top. Michael Smith could do with a run, because if he doesn't have a run somewhere, he will drop out of the world's top 16. Currently the world number 2. And maybe that just goes to show that the ranking system does need adjusting slightly, because how can you go from being world number 2 to not being a top 16 player overnight, essentially, which is what may happen come January. Smith needs a run. He needs a run in a big one, so keep an eye on him. If you want to know who's going to benefit, though, from this event, who's going to go up the rankings, that video's coming soon. Make sure you are subscribed for that one. But this is the list of players that are not looking forward to the Grand Prix. It's quite a lot on the line, isn't there? There's going to be some players dropping down. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Catch you soon for some more Edgar TV.